Hi there everyone, your Pyral here with another vlog. So I just left Best Buy because I was in the middle of doing some Black Friday Christmas shopping, and I got a few things. I'm not gonna finish my Christmas shopping today. I know that because some of the people I want to get gifts for, I have no idea what to get them. So yeah. And while I was in there, I also did get something for myself. It's something I've wanted for a while, but I'll talk about that when I get home. It's something I'm really excited to talk about actually. But yeah, I I'm gonna go into the Target that's like 2 seconds away from here, just because I might get some ideas on what to get some people. I don't know. It's it'll it'll jog my brain a little bit just to see if there's anything there that would be like, oh, that's a neat gift to get for such and such. But yeah, and like there are some other people where I know what I want to get them. It's just I could order that online, or it's not like at Best Buy or whatever. But yeah, it's always fun this time of year trying to do Christmas shopping. But getting it done sooner rather than later is always neat because typically I wait till the last minute, and I'm trying not to do that. Anyways, yeah, I'll just jump cut to when I'm at home. So I'm back home from shopping at Best Buy and Target. I'm not gonna show everything I bought at both of those stores just because I don't know if any of the people I got gifts for are gonna watch this or not. But I am gonna show like the main thing that I'm excited for because it has to do with the vlog. It's something I've wanted to get for quite a long time, and I think it'd be more relevant now because I have some ideas I can use for this. And it's this. This is the GoPro Hero 10, I believe that's what it's called. And also got myself a micro SD card for 256 gigs. But yeah, I have wanted a GoPro for quite a bit. The first time I really saw myself being able to use a GoPro was, I believe this was back in 2015, when I went kayaking with Anthony, Matt, and Jamie. This was like in the summer of 2015, if I remember correctly. And then later that day, we also went rollerblading slash skating. And when I was editing that vlog, I was using my old vlog camera at the time, which was the Canon HSL 300 or something. I don't remember, but when I was using that, or when I was editing that vlog in particular, I was like, oh, that would be neat if I had a GoPro, because then, like, I wouldn't have to have struggled much, like, holding the camera or whatnot. I could have, like, had, like, a head strap or, like, a chest strap or something. Oh, that's also one of the other things I got. I also did get a head strap for the GoPro just because, yeah. But, more recently, since I started playing volleyball, I thought it would be interesting to show some footage of me playing because the only times I've like shown anything volleyball related on the vlog was me practicing at my gym, and any other time it's just me talking about it. But with this, with a GoPro and a head strap, I could show me like actually playing. And I was running this idea by Rob and Jamie, and they seemed pretty interested in the idea as well because, I mean, that seems like a pretty cool use for it. Plus, my car actually has like a thing where I can mount a GoPro onto it. I don't know if I'm gonna need any other extra accessories for that or anything, but yeah, I could use that to show like time-lapse footage of me driving to places if I ever want to do that. So I could just have some use for this. And I was doing some research on different GoPros, and I figured the 10 would probably be the one that would, I don't know, that I can make the most use out of, because there's like, I think the most recent model is the Hero 12, I think, and that can do up to like 8K footage, which I'm not going to have a need for at this point. probably like maybe in the far off future I might be doing 8K footage, but here, this can do, let's see, 5.3K footage at 60 FPS. You could do 4K footage up to 120 FPS, which means I can actually use that to show some slow-mo clips, because right now the vlog is being filmed with the Sony ZV-1 at 4K 30. So with a higher frame rate, that just gives me more room for slow-mo footage, which pretty cool. Has a 23 megapixel camera. Not really going to be using it to take pictures, probably. And it can go underwater up to 33 feet. And then on the side here, this box, let's see what else. It's voice control, I guess. Up to 8 times slow-mo. Okay, I guess. Data overlays, Time Warp 3.0. I don't know what that means. 1080p live streaming, if I wanted to do that. I can also use this to like show footage of me on my walks or something, just to have like an additional camera. Super photo plus HDR plus raw photos. Not sure if I'm going to be using that. Uploads automatically to the cloud. I'm not going to really bother with that. Webcam mode. And then mod ready. And then apparently there's a GoPro app on the both Apple and Android app stores. But yeah, let's just quickly open this up. And I'm really excited because, again, there's like being able to use it to show me playing volleyball would be cool. I would need to see if any of the people I play with are okay with me doing this like a couple of times. I'm not going to be using it all the time, but yeah. So it already comes with a case, which is nice. And then inside the case, okay, pretty cool. Here is the USB to USB-C cable for, I guess, charging. I think this is the thing I could use to like mount it to my car or something. Or no, this is just an extra mount. There's this screw thing, the battery. Okay, this is the thing that I would like hook onto the mount, and my car already has one of these on the windshield, so how would I do? Does it just go this way? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And then here is the camera itself. The rest of the box, it's just empty, and then this is just the insert, which I might keep. But yeah, here is the camera itself. Just get rid of this paper. And then uncover the lens. And it has a little screen on it as well. Come on, get it out. There we go. And then another screen on this side. So, yeah. Never really owned a GoPro, so I don't know, like, how these things really work, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, there's this just go in here. Okay. I don't know. I'm still, like, learning with these. But, let me see. On this side here, I think this is where the, this is where the battery goes? So I figured it out. And now, the battery goes in here. I should probably put the micro SD card in as well. But the battery goes in this way, it looks. Yeah. And let me put the micro SD in and charge this a little bit, and then I could show it off a little and maybe do a comparison. So I charged the GoPro for a little bit, and while I was doing that, I also opened up the head strap. Not going to put it on just yet, but I do want to turn on the GoPro and see what that is like. So the power button is right over here. And it's on. Cool. I don't know how much juice is in the battery right now. English, agree to this, turn on GPS. Sure, why not? Install the GoPro Quick app on your phone to finish setup. That's okay. So I have the app downloaded. It's gonna connect to the camera. Come on. This is interesting. I don't know like what exactly this app can do, but I'll have to mess around with this. GoPro 8609, I think this is it. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Like, I can change some settings here. Okay, battery is at 45%. So I am going to mess around with some settings here just to see what the camera can do. Let's see, so I can change some different settings here, like slow-mo, normal speed, or 4K 120 FPS. Getting used to the interface for this is also going to take some getting used to as well. And then what else can I do? Oh, I could change like the different angles for this. It's hard to see, but there's like a wide, which is 16 to 34 millimeter. There's a linear plus horizon leveling, which is 19 to 34 millimeter. A linear 19 to 39 millimeter. Super view. I don't know which one I would want. Oh, there's also narrow. I don't know which one I would want to use for volleyball purposes. That's something I'm gonna need to think about. But yeah, let's just stick with linear. Let's keep it on standard for now. Let's try not to mess with anything. And with this SD card, you can see it can record about up to 10 hours of footage, 10 and a half hours. And I also need to remember that there's a screen on the front of the GoPro so I can actually see my framing there. Huh. Cool. And now, I guess I could do a brief comparison here. Okay, so I am now recording with the GoPro. So let me do that so I can sync this up in editing. And so one thing, I don't know how the GoPro is going to sound when I edit these two clips together. They are both recording at the same frame rate, 4K 30 right now. So I won't be able to try out any of like the slow-mo stuff. But yeah, the GoPro just, because it's a smaller camera, just feels very different holding it. Let's see. My arms are spaced about the same. And since the screen on the GoPro is like a square, I'm gonna need to get used to framing for that. So let me just do that. So I'm like more closer towards a third. Like that. That way it's like almost the same as the camera. But yeah. Oh, the screen goes black, but it's still recording. Interesting. Let's see. Let's just do some moving around a little bit. There's mud chip. I don't know if the GoPro can show that right now because the screen is black, so I don't know like where exactly it's pointing to. But yeah, don't know what the quality is going to be like on the GoPro, and I guess I'm just going to be switching around between audio like I do with my normal comparison videos that I've done comparing cameras in the past. So hopefully the audio is at least good enough. One thing I don't know is like if I could hook up microphones to the GoPro. That'd be neat if it could. But yeah. Anyways, I'm definitely gonna have to mess with some settings here. I'm gonna actually turn the GoPro off. There we go. And what auto expose is a thing that it could do. Yeah, like this is all settings I'm just gonna have to mess with like on my own free time. But actually, I just want to do one more thing with this, and that involves putting this on. So let me turn. No. How do you turn this off? Hold? Yeah, hold. Okay. So, in order to do this, I just bring these down. Oh, the camera's about to die. Yikes. Well, I guess I'll film the rest of this with the GoPro. So, I am back to using the GoPro, and I did put on the head strap. So, time to put it on. This is going to be weird. Okay. How does this look? Oh, my hair. I definitely need a haircut. So, yeah. I might need to tighten up the head strap a little bit. But, let's see, if I move around, it seems pretty secure. But yeah, I might need to tighten it a little bit more if I'm gonna be wearing this, like playing volleyball for a little bit. Because I don't want it to fall off, obviously. Yeah. I guess with that, just let me know how it sounds. Obviously, I don't know what it's going to sound like until I put this in editing. But let me know like if there's anything else I could do. I'm going to be looking up some videos on how to use a GoPro and like just some various settings I can mess around with. But yeah, let's see. I think the button up here is how I stop. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if any of you have a GoPro, like I have the Hero 10. Again, like I said, if any of you have like any of the newer models, like the 11 or the 12, or any older models, let me know, and let me know how you use it, because I've always thought these things were pretty interesting. And yeah, I have some ideas that I could use this for outside of volleyball. Driving time lapses. I've said this in the past, but I do want to get a bike at some point, and it would be cool to show like riding on a bike with it. So there's that. Walking around whenever I do like my walks on some Sundays. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time for another vlog. Later.